Hey everybody, welcome to the Bullshit Party. And in this one, we're gonna be taking a closer look at the new Podium vehicle, the Vagner. If you wanna see that, well, keep watching. First thing that I wanna see is how interactive the car is. I usually start these things this way. And the Vagner does not disappoint. We can open both doors and the hood, which is located on the back. I don't know about you, but I really like the styling of this car. This is gonna be my first time owning the Vagner, so it's gonna be really interesting to go to Los Santos Customs and see what we can actually customize on it. It's such a gorgeous car. What a beaut. And as I said in the weekly update video, I believe this car was inspired by the Aston Martin Valkyrie. But let me know in the comment section, do you agree with me or not? And the first thing I noticed as soon as I took off with the Vagner, probably just as you did, was the sound it made. And what a sound that is. It sounds fantastic. And also I really like that crackle as soon as you lay off the gas. First impressions of my driving experience is that it feels good, but not great, if that makes sense. It feels maybe a little bit too loose for me, and let's pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, as I was saying before, nothing happened. When I'm trying to maneuver with the car, it feels a little bit too flimsy. Almost as if the car doesn't have enough power to make the turn properly. It's very difficult to describe, but if you've driven the Vagner, I'm sure you felt the exact same way. And something that I really want to test before we actually get to Los Santos Customs is if the car is a rear-wheel drive car or an all-wheel drive car. Yeah, so let's just find a good spot to test that. And it's confirmed, the Vagner is a rear-wheel drive car. And I can already predict what you're thinking. But bullshit, why didn't you just read up on it? Thanks for the question, viewer, and I'll answer. That kinda takes away the fun out of it. I don't want to do homework, and I'm sure you don't want to listen to me do homework. These are my honest first impressions with the car. Whether it's this one, or it's the one that I'm gonna review next week. I really did a number on this car though, crashed it a lot. And welcome to Los Santos Customs, where dreams come to die. Oh, and where you can customize your vehicle. And after we repair the vehicle, I'm gonna start, like always, with upgrading the performance options first. And when that's done, we can start on the visual customization on the car. Okay, good, and now let's have some fun. Let's see what we can customize on this bad boy. First one's the bumper, and I think this one looks sick, so we're gonna stick with that. Next up we have the exhaust, and the stock exhaust looks the best to me, so we're gonna stick to that as well. And let's see what we can do with the hood. And I'm not impressed with the customization so far. Black number plate, of course. And for this one, let's go with the carbon option, with a scoop. Oh, and something that I want to mention here. I'm getting accused of not winning the vehicle, so I'm probably gonna start showing the sale price from this point forward. To be perfectly fair, I'm a minimalist when it comes to spoilers. Here, bigger isn't better. And something that I found very interesting here, the traction bar doesn't change regardless if you have no spoiler or the standard spoiler. So let's just go with the standard one then. It's a sports car, so of course we're gonna go with the lowest suspension. Wheels have been very tricky for me always when it comes to customizing cars, since it's the part of the car that catches the eye first. And the wheels can also make or break the look of a car. And that extends to the color as well. So clearly there are no good high-end wheels, so let's see what the sports options are. Oh yeah, that's it. I always go with the light tint on the windows. And it's finally time to change the color. This car, to its credit, looks awesome in a lot of different colors. White, gray, black, yellow, orange, matte, metallic, pearl scent, you name it, it just looks awesome. And I sorta wanna have a dramatic reveal when you see this car for the first time customized. So let's skip to the end where I exit Los Santos Customs. Now I rarely pat myself on the back, but I think I did really good this time. I mean, the car just looks absolutely sick. But that's my opinion, I wanna know what you guys think. Do you think I did a good job? Rate the car from 1 to 10 in the comment section down below. Of course, 10 being awesome and 1 being complete piece of crap. And after we modified the engine and the exterior, I gotta say, the sound is still there, if not better. Ha, we still have that awesome crackle when you lay off the gas. The car feels awesome, by the way. Even though it's a rear-wheel drive car, it feels very stable. And as I predicted, upgrading the performance options definitely... and as I was saying, upgrading the performance options definitely helped it. The Vagner was definitely no slouch before I upgraded it, but now it feels like a rocket ship. And for the YouTube algorithm, that's a ship with a P. That said, I can't help but feel a little disappointed that we didn't have a lot of customization options. I mean, we didn't even have to customize anything on the side of it. No side skirts, no mirrors, nothing. And also we got 3 choices for an exhaust, and all of them except the stock one were horrible. And we didn't have any customization options for the rear of the car, which is again disappointing to me. But again, I want to share my fascination with the way the car wears the colors. I could have chosen yellow for the primary color, and I would have been as excited to show it to you as I am with the grey one. I'm very happy that Rockstar released this as this week's podium vehicle because I've never experienced the Vagner before. And putting myself right now in the position of a person who would have bought the car, I would have probably been happy with paying, I believe, $3 or $2.5 million for it. I believe that's the price it's going for. But I didn't pay $1 for it. You wanna know why? Because it's this week's podium vehicle, as I've mentioned before, and also at the start of the video. And right now is probably a good time to show a card with a video tutorial on how to win the car, if you're interested in that. Oh yeah, the Vagner's definitely staying in my garage. It's not gonna be like the bike from last week that's gonna find its way to Los Santos Customs very soon. Also, I wanna go back to something that I said a little bit earlier. I talked about the handling, but I didn't really mention the way it changed. It feels like a rear-wheel drive car, but it has some attributes of all-wheel drive. And what I mean by that is, it's very slidey when you want it to be, but it's also very predictable, making it insanely fun to drift with. It's slippery and stable at the same time. It's, stably. It's just so much fun. And if you know what you're doing, you're not gonna have a problem driving this thing around. I mean, only an idiot is capable of crashing such a capable car. See, this wasn't the car's fault, this was just because I can't drive. It's a case of art imitating real life, I'm afraid. I wonder how it does off-road. Well, only one way to find out. What I'm gonna say about sports cars is that usually rear-wheel drive cars don't perform very well, unlike their all-wheel drive brothers. But this is, I guess, the exception. This car's a beast! Not to mention pretty, and it sounds fantastic. If only I could drive a little bit better. Oh well. The stock car was awesome, but upgrading it definitely put it on a whole other level. Depending on when you see this video, it might not be the podium car anymore. But that's okay. Even if it's not the podium car and you're not getting it for free, and if you're watching the video the week it's released, you should, and you pay money for it, you're still gonna have an awesome time with it. And as you can see here, you can even use it as a very capable off-roader. And how many sports cars can you really say that about? Well, I can think of a couple of cars. None of them are in the sports class. But that's neither here or there. Regardless, the car's awesome. I gave you my first impressions, but I'm also interested in what you guys think of the car. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, telling me what do you think of the Vagner. And in that comment, you better tell me if you want it from the Lucky Wheel or you bought it from before. And if you've watched my quote-unquote review videos before, you know that I like to destroy the car at the end. Or at least test how durable it is. But this isn't gonna be the case today, since this is a great car. I don't want to destroy it, I want to praise it. Oh, just how predictable. And before you ask, no, this was not planned, and yes, let's pretend it didn't happen. And one very expensive call to Motors Mutual Insurance later, we are back in the driver's seat. And even though I wasn't able to keep my original plan of not destroying my car at the end of the video, at least now I can tag the video as being educational as well, since we know that the car is not a submarine. Or a boat. And with all that, and this awesome sunset ahead of us, it's time to end the video. Thank you so much to everybody who watched this far. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you're not yet subscribed, well, the subscribe button's right over there. I can wait. Click it, click it, click it. Good job. And I'll catch you in the next one. Now where's my sandwich?